Hey guys, this is my first video. I'm kind of nervous because I haven't done the whole YouTube thing before. Well, I have with my friend, but like not by myself. And I hope you forgive me if I'm like kind of clumsy or forgetting things. But yeah, I wanted to talk about me, basically. I know that sounds very selfish and vain, but I want you to get to know me and feel comfortable, like discussing your issues or like talking to me. Just I want you to feel comfortable doing that, and I don't think you'll feel comfortable if you don't know me. So yeah, the whole thing, I started this Twitter account called seriously forgot the username of my Twitter, but it's for advice, and you come to me with any questions that you have, and I can try to help you as best as possible. If I have some friends that might have been in that situation, I'll try to get their input on it and maybe ask their opinion. Well, when I was in 6th grade, I got, I don't know exactly like how it started, but I got very suicidal. Like the very first, it was the third day of school. It was a Friday, and I had come home, and my grandma was watching me. It was the night of my mom and dad's anniversary, little stepdad, and they were out at on a date, and it was a good time. And I had already been under a lot of stress from just starting school and some family issues. And so my grandma, I had been saying some very rude things about my family members that I maybe shouldn't have, that I know I shouldn't have actually. And they were very, very hurtful and rude. And so my grandma heard about them, and she was talking to me while she was helping me, well, I was helping her unload something from her car. And she told me, "I'm very disappointed in you." And we got in an argument, and it ended with her saying, "I don't love you like I used to. I don't even know who you are anymore." And that set me off. And I don't know why. It hurt. One of the only people that I've loved unconditionally, one of the only people that I've loved unconditionally just told me that they don't love me. That just blew my mind. And so I went upstairs, and this was before I had a phone, so I had an iPad, and I was texting my cousin Peyton on iMessage, and I was telling her that, I wanted to kill myself, that, I felt like doing it, and I gave her this whole, like, I don't even know. It was crazy, and then I snapped, and I'm crazy, so in this very room, I sat up on that windowsill right there, right behind my camera, like kind of to the side. I sat in my windowsill with the screen popped out, and I was sitting there with my feet dangling out, and I was recording myself arguing with myself for some weird reason. And I was crying, and I was hysterical, and I was going jump out one minute and like leaping myself forward, and then the next minute I was pulling myself back in saying, "No, I can't." And it was in and out until I slipped. I slipped and almost fell out, but my grandma grabbed my arm, and she pulled me back in, and she held me closer than she ever has before. And she was very disappointed in me for thinking about that, but she genuinely hugged me and loved me, and she went downstairs and wrapped me up in a blanket, got me some food, and she just told me how much she loved me and how much she really was disappointed that I would even think about going there. And it honestly, it opened my eyes that, wow, that was stupid. And my cousin stopped talking to me. Everyone stopped talking to me. My family members, they acted completely different than they ever have before. They were saying, that was stupid of me and that they didn't know who I was anymore, and I was just in a downward spiral, and it was so bad. But that was the only time I have ever tried to kill myself. I had cut after that. I had banged my head against the wall. I've tried to suffocate myself. I've tried to choke myself. And I did other things to harm myself, and that was really stupid of me. And I feel like if I could turn back time, I would erase that. But also, I wouldn't. Because I have these marks on my arms. I don't know if you can see them, but they're all over here, and then I have these. And if I didn't have those, and if I didn't go through that experience, I could do that tomorrow. You never know. I could do that at any point. And if I didn't have that experience of going through it and having like a near-death situation, I guess. Sorry, there are my eyes. I don't think that I would be the person I am today, and I think that it might have happened again, or for the first time. You never know. But anyways, I, about a month ago, got out of my last treatment, of going through counseling for that. And apparently I have minor depressive disorder, and that I haven't felt like doing that in, I'd say 6 months, maybe even more, because I've had people that love me and cherish me around me, and that just warms my heart that people actually care. And people ask me how I'm doing all the time, and that makes me feel good. And I don't know, if you have anything that you need to talk to me about, then do it. Talk to me. I'm sure I could help you. I'm sure I've been in a similar situation. I didn't name all the things that I've done or all the things that I went through, because that would take me hours, maybe even days. And I don't have time for that. And anyway, if you ever want my help, losing my voice. If you ever want my help, then contact me at youradvicehotline@gmail.com. I'll leave the email in the description, and it's also posted on my Twitter and on one of my YouTube posts. I think the very first thing that I did, it wasn't a video, but it was just like a status update thing, I guess. But yeah, ask me any questions. You can do dares. I do dare requests because I'm stupid and I love doing stupid things. And you can send me questions that you want to ask me that I will truthfully answer. You can send me advice. I will name you anonymously, or I will name you, whichever one you want. And I will do a video to help you, or I could post it on Twitter, or I could direct email you, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Sorry, it's hard to talk with braces. But anyway, yeah, that's a little bit about me. And yeah, bye.